This is a 2007 Acura RDX. Okay, unlock doesn't work. All right. So here's the customer concern. Oh, it's the lock. According to the customer, doesn't turn. I don't know. I can picture these. Let me see if I can find a way to show that. So ignition won't turn. So this must be the typical issue with a Honda Acura, where the steering lock is stuck. The problem is there's a wafer that is stuck in ignition and prevents the key to turn. So problem I'm having here on this vehicle is steering lock is stuck. I need to remove this, and there should be a screw on the other end that I cannot access. That's gonna be a problem. Unless I mess up the plastic. I don't even know how, because it's really in the middle right there. So basically I have two options. Harder option is to remove the airbag, steering wheel and everything. Second option would be cut the test key and wiggle the ignition while moving the steering lock, the steering wheel, and hope that the wafer would give out and let me turn the steering wheel. Once it turns once, I'll be able to turn it and get to that bolt, those screws. And if not, then I'm just gonna have to remove the airbag and steering wheel and everything. So let's try it and see what works best. Okay, no problem. So I can go ahead and duplicate this key. The reason why I did this is some keys are so worn out that you can just decode them and cut them, but it's not going to be the right key. But this key gives us a code, and so I can go ahead and cut it on the metal, test metal, and just go ahead and use that metal, try to turn the steering wheel and turn the ignition. So I wonder if I'm lucky or if the customer is gonna be lucky. I hate to listen to radio when I come to cars. All right, first turn of the key, and then the lock turns. So I'm actually wondering if the key is just not too worn out, causing the lock not to turn because the wafers are not, fitting exactly around the key. But I put it in, I turned it, I didn't have to wiggle anything, and the ignition's turned on. So for security purposes, what I'll do is remove that screw and remove the other screw, and then I'll try turning again with this key to see if it turns or no. If it turns several times without any resistance or no problem, then it means that the only problem that the customer is having here is not an ignition lock problem, but they just have a worn out key problem, and it will be a cheaper solution for them. And let's go ahead and check this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these first, and if it gets stuck, then it confirmed that it's going to be the lock. Then I can go ahead and start removing the steering lock cover.